And we are live!
Someone's had too much sugar today in the form of fruit. So last week we talked about how we were gonna hopefully, we met some people who didn't live in an Earthship. We're building one. Just went up and knocked on their door. And they told us about a couple that lived kind of northwest of us that had an Earthship, and said we just had to meet them, and we were excited about that. And the lady is an Adobadera, and I was really excited about that because I want to learn how to do the adobe for our place. So I've been looking forward to it all week long, and
this is interesting.
and so we went yesterday, and we had lunch. So I took a fruit tray, and we drove out there. It took about 2 hours to get there. It's not that far. It's only like 70 miles, but you have to drive slow. And we just had a great time. They have a beautiful home. I mean, it's just beautiful. Laura is the lady that we went and met. She is an artist. So, I mean, there are handmade tiles. There are, there's sculptures in the adobe. I mean, it was just amazing. And she also had some remedies and stuff, and recipes that she gave me. And Santi, he was fascinating. So we just had a great time.
We spent all day. We left here about 10 in the morning, got there about noon. They're about 70 miles north, a little bit like northwest of us. So we went there. It's up in the mountains, and their view is just like,
wow.
Yeah. Our view is like, wow. Their view is like, wow. I mean, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful mountains, snow,
trees.
I mean, you couldn't believe you couldn't take a better place.
No, it was just gorgeous. We didn't leave till like 5:30.
Yeah, we left. We got there about noon, and we left about 5:30 or 6.
Yeah, and we had a good time. We rode up there with the friends that we met who are building the Earthship, and so we visited with them on the way up, and it was just we all had so much fun. I really hope I get to spend more time with them. And in a weird twist of fate, it turns out that Laura is the sister of a gentleman that we know named Harry.
Yeah.
Who also has an Earth grid. We're hoping to feature his house, and I hope to be able to feature Laura's too. But we'd like to get to know her a little bit better before we ask her that. But it turns out that's his sister, and
Harry is the man that he's the second person we ever met when we moved to Colorado. Because when we moved to Colorado, we knew nobody, absolutely nobody. And of course, the first person we had met was the gentleman who we bought our land from. So he was our very first contact, and he introduced us to Harry, and Harry was a gentleman that he basically said, "You're planning on staying up here in a tent?" And we're like, "Yeah, when we build our little Earthship, we're planning on staying in a tent." And he was very generous and said, "No, I believe I have an old camper that you can have."
Yeah.
And he gave us an old camper, 18-foot, it was like a 1980 something camper. And so rather than staying in a tent, we got to stay in a camper that had running water, had a shower.
A cooking stove.
Had a cooking stove. So, it was
and it turns out we didn't end up building our Earthship there.
No. We didn't end up doing that. We
but
started it, and we still had that land, but we ended up finding this place as fate had it.
Yeah.
It just kind of worked out where it worked out where we ended up finding this place and buying it.
But man, them two are two of the nicest people, Carrie and Laura, that you would ever meet in your entire life. Their parents did something right with them, let me tell you. Because they really are just genuinely wonderful people. So yeah, I came home with a holy basil plant, an agave plant, and some other plant I'm not quite sure the name of.
Yeah, and you got some
Green clay and
some
sandalwood
minerals and stuff like that,
and some recipes. Yeah, so I hope to get to spend more time with them. And their place is just, oh my God, beautiful. And their story of how they did their place and how it all happened.
Yeah, it took them their Earthship is about 2,400 square foot, and it took them 11 years to build it. I mean, they moved out here and they didn't have any money to do this. They just had to, do it as they went, and it took 11 years.
They built themselves a small 2-story tiny cabin.
Yeah, they had a little cabin that they built, and it was 2-story, and they lived in that for 11 years while they built their Earthship. And they basically just worked odd jobs that they could find, and but anyway, it took them 11 years to do it, but they did it and they finished it, and it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, and you could tell their heart and soul is in this house just by when you walk into it. It's everything is handmade, and it's like part of them is in the house now. I mean, it's just it's the vibe you get is just amazing.
Yeah, so I really hope we get to stay in touch with them and spend more time with them. So yeah, that was, I mean, I was tired when we got home, but it was just,
And we talked to them about some of the problems we have with our Earthship.
The butterfly roofs.
Yeah, I mean, we were discussing about the butterfly roof, and they agreed that, these roofs tend to leak, and we have a leak problem here. But we're gonna fix that. We're gonna get that fixed. We're gonna figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, the worst case scenario is we build up the back and do a straight roof sloping south, but that would be if we cannot get the roof as it is fixed, and I think we can.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that I can figure out a way to get it to work where it's fixed.
Yeah,
it's
and that'd be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it would be a lot cheaper doing it that way. But but we discussed that, and we discussed some of the problems that they had and stuff like that. Now they have a well.
Yeah.
So they do catch their water off the roof, but they do have a well. And they said that when they started building, and got their permits and everything.
In the county they're in.
In the county that they're in, the county, they told them that you can build this, it's fine, we don't have a problem with it, but you have to put a well in, and you have to put a septic in. That's the only thing you have to abide by.
No ifs, ands, buts about it. So they do have a well and
so they have a well, and they have a cistern, just like we here. Septic. Whenever this house was built, they had to put a septic in because it's county law here. You have to have a septic.
Yeah, so we do have a septic. We do catch water. We don't have a well, but we do have a septic.
Yeah, and we catch water, and it goes into our cisterns, and we don't have a well. We rely on completely what falls from the sky.
And it's been dry. It's been really dry.
So we may have to order some water, have some water delivered.
Hopefully not, but I'm still hoping and holding out for that big spring snow that we.
Yeah, last year we got a huge.
At the end of April.
At the end of April, we had a huge snowstorm that gave us like 2 foot of snow.
Real wet, heavy snow.
And that filled us up.
Yeah.
So we'll see. If not,
crossed.
we should get enough water. One way or the other, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, because we do have the option of paying to have it hauled in. We just don't want to do that option at all.
Right.
Because, I mean, it's not cheap.
No.
mean, but, we would rather not, so.
But the way it's going now, it seems that we're able to go the entire year with 5,000 gallons
Yeah.
of water.
So,
And we have a 10,000 gallon capacity.
so I mean.
So last year we survived on 5,000 gallons.
Yeah.
Well, it was full, and then it got filled up in April. Into April, it got full. It filled up, and then after that, we really didn't get any moisture since then, and we still haven't. And we're probably down now. We got about probably about 4,500 gallons left. So it would get us probably through the summer with what we have left, but
It'd sure be nice if it would rain.
yeah, if we can get some water. I mean, if it would rain, that'd be great.
Snow, rain, we'll take it anyway. Hail, I don't care.
Right.
However we can get it. So yeah, it was just really fascinating to meet Laura and Santi. It's just even hard to explain their house. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah. When they built their house, they started excavating and stuff like that, and they got down because it's on kind of a hill. So there's a hill there, so they would have to level it out to build. Well, they went down maybe 2 foot in the back because they were, trying to level it out. And they went 2 foot down and they hit bedrock, and it was just solid bedrock. So, and they were like, well, we really don't want to have to, pay to have this. I mean, they didn't have the money, but they didn't want to have to pay to have it,
Blasted out.
Dynamite, and have it blown out and all that stuff. So what they decided to do was they built the back part of the house is higher than the front, where the garden is. The front of the house is lower. It drops down like, I don't know, 3 foot?
What was that?
Oh, that's just my thing going.
Yeah, I would say about 3 foot. Good Lord.
Anyway.
What was that?
It's just it's detecting the USB. It's just a sound effect. That's my lie detector. She's lying!
No, I'm not!
Anyway, what was I talking about?
The house.
Oh, the second level. Okay, so the garden is set down about 3 foot. So the garden part is about 3 foot lower, and then you have to kind of go up some
Stairs.
3 or 4 steps into the rest of the house, which is really cool. I mean, it really came out good.
Neat. And they have arches between the U's.
Yeah, and they put in walkways between each of the U's.
So you don't have to go into the garden to get back.
Yeah, you don't have to go down into the garden, go over and back up, which is it's really nice.
Yeah. If we ever decide to build a different Earthship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have a video tour of their whole house, and I'll link that video in the comments below, so if anybody wants to watch it and everything, and you can get a sense of what they're doing. But that's one thing that I've noticed with these Earthships so far with this third one. Everybody's kind of done it a little bit different, and so that way you can kind of get an idea of what works and what doesn't work. Everybody wishes, well, I wish I would have done this different. I wish I would have done that different. But it's just been an experience.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and so if she does any more Adobe Worker stuff, I'm hoping I get to go out and help her.
Yeah, she has a lion that she has actually sculpted into the back of the wall.
Unbelievable. Oh, my God.
And she has gecko lizards that she sculpted into the wall. And it's just beautiful.
It's just amazing.
I mean,
and I'm not an artist.
Awesome.
I don't know that I can be able to do that. I mean, maybe with enough practice.
I can do it.
And Katie could help me.
I can do it. That's no big deal. It's just drawing. It's no big deal.
But I just, oh my God, I would love to have sculpted flowers or an animal and things in the walls. Man. And the niches. She told us how she did the niches. Because I don't know if you can see the niche in our wall.
Yeah, if you look at the niche, hang on a second.
It's just a really funky shape.
Over.
Right there.
There.
Right there.
See that niche?
They're just really, throughout the house, they're really funky shaped because they're shaped around the tires behind the cob.
Yeah, she extended hers out.
She extended hers out.
So she built the wall out in that area.
Yes,
and then it went into a niche.
And I want to do that.
Better.
I want to do a few of those throughout the house when we go to redo it, to build it out so we can have a proper looking niche, not some funky hole in the wall looking thing.
Right.
You know. So yeah, and they were just fascinating. I mean, just amazing people.
The people you meet in life.
The people you meet, and it all started with knocking on a door.
Yeah.
Just deciding to go ahead and walk up to that door and knock on it.
And guess what? We didn't get shot.
We didn't get shot.
Just do it during the day.
Yeah.
Now, these people that we're with, they said that they went to this one lady's house to look at her. She had an Earthship. And when they were building their Earthship, of course, before they started building the Earthship, they decided that they wanted to go and look at all these other work. Yeah, they wanted to go look at all these other Earthships, you know, so they could get ideas and kind of, you know, figure things out. Because, you know, when you start off here, everybody has no clue, and if you're doing it yourself, then, well, you really don't have a clue, and you want to get ideas and figure out how the hell you do it. Anyway, so they said that they went to this Earthship, and of course there's a gate and everything, and they're like, okay, well, I guess we'll just kind of slowly drive up. So, and they get in the truck, and they're in the truck, and they kind of went in the gate, and they would pull up a little bit, and they would stop and just wait.
Because they had heard stories about the woman who lived in this Earthship.
Yeah, they had heard stories. You know, she just didn't, you know, she wasn't as social or whatever, for whatever reason. Anyway, it wasn't that she wasn't nice or anything. It's just, you know, some people, they don't like people that just show up in their freaking front yard or on their ranch or anything else. It's just like, well, what are you doing here?
Right.
You know, you don't just go on people's property for whatever reason without being invited. Anyway, so they, you know, drove up a little bit, waited, drove up a little bit more and waited. And they said it took 15 or 20 minutes, but finally she came out.
Rifle in her hand.
With a rifle. And they're like, oh God. They're like, well, we're just here looking at your Earthship, you know. Don't shoot us.
And she waved him in. And
she
said she was really nice. She just, you know.
I mean, you know, it was a lady and she lived on her own, you know. And, well, if you're a lady and you live on your own in the middle of nowhere, I think a rifle is probably your best friend.
That or shotgun.
Yeah, or shotgun.
You got a problem over here.
Yeah, you ain't got a problem over here. You got a problem over here? You ain't got a problem over here.
And on the way, I always like driving out to West Cliff because we had to go through West Cliff to get to them, and I always enjoy that because they there's this big, massive ranch and it has buffalo on it, and you get to see buffalo. And West Cliff is a neat little town anyway.
Yeah, there's this ranch out there, and he has probably about 100, at least 100 buffalo that live and graze out there, and you know. They're a little bit different than cattle. You know, you don't just, you know, go and look at them. You don't want to approach them.
You see them driving by.
Because they can be dangerous. But, yeah, they're beautiful animals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so it was a neat drive. And so
yeah,
it was a lot of fun yesterday.
I always like driving out there.
I do, too. It's just beautiful.
We'll have to, next time we go, you know, we'll go and we'll do more video and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The reason why we didn't shoot any video or anything yesterday is because we were going with these other people and
we were just meeting them and we didn't want to impose.
Yeah, I didn't want to just, you know, okay, let me get your picture and start, you know. But we'll get to know them a little bit better and hopefully we'll be able to go back out there and take some video and some shots. But again, I like I said, there's a video of their whole place, a tour and everything online. It's on YouTube, just like you found this on YouTube. And I put a link to the video in the comments, and then I'll also do another link so people can actually look at it if you're interested in looking at it. But it's a very beautiful place and very interesting.
Oh yeah, I would like to get on video her telling their story of how it all happened.
I'm not sure if I can't, I watched that video a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't remember that it's
and
on
I can't
there.
really remember. I mean, I know he told a little bit of the backstory. I mean, he did tell it took 11 years to build.
Yeah, but not how things just kept happening for them, and and they just did it on a wing and a prayer, and just believing it would happen,
right.
and you know the way she told it, it was.
Well, it's like we've said, many a times, and if you want things to happen, you just do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to see what it's like to live in the middle of nowhere, well,
in the middle of nowhere.
Sell everything you own and move to the middle of nowhere. And when you get there, you're like, okay, this is what it's like, and you figure it out.
So that was a lot of fun.
And before you know it, somebody shows up with a trailer. Here, you can have this. Okay, thank you.
And but it was a lot of fun, and I always enjoy meeting people who live an alternative kind of lifestyle, because it's just interesting to hear their stories, and it's just meet new friends, and So I guess update on the ants in the garden bedroom. Still got them there. I don't know how long the borax takes, but we still do have ants.
Yeah, I sprinkled a little bit more around, so they'll get it on them and go, and we'll see how that works out. I mean, it's not like they're not out and about really, running around everywhere. But there's still some there, but it's not like, an emergency.
It'd be nice to get rid of them so we can plant in that area without having ants running everywhere.
I think it'll work. It's just going to take a little bit, time.
Tomatoes have sprouted, so I'm
our
getting excited about that. We're going to get
we
those.
got like 3 or 4 of those sprouted?
I think 4 sprouted.
So we have 4 tomato plants that are sprouted, and
I think like 4 of the little huckleberry.
Oh, is that the
garden
huckleberry
bush thing?
I have no idea what that is anyway.
Yeah, it's.
You said you make pies out of it?
Well, you'd have to cook it. You can't eat it raw, but you have to cook it. But you can make jams and pies and stuff out of it. It's a garden huckleberry or something like that. It's part of the nightshade family, probably the same family as tomatoes and potatoes.
Okay.
And those have sprouted.
So we should be getting them. We'll let them grow for a little while.
Yeah, they need to get a little stronger before we try to transplant them.
We'll let them get like about a foot or so, 6 inches or so before we transplant them to our other bed.
Yeah.
And then this year we're going to try to do the whole, like we were pruning them.
Yeah.
And then we're going to try
pulling them down as we go.
Well, the branches that don't have any fruit on them at all, we'll just remove them. So it's only like the top, the canopy, and we'll do the string thing, 'cause the string thing worked really good.
Yeah.
So we can run it up that string and just let them, because we really had a good harvest.
Yield, I mean, for 2 plants.
For 2 plants last year that we bought. And these are the other one were big tomatoes. They're
these are
big boy or something.
Yeah, these are cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, we had big boy, and this year we're going to do the cherry tomatoes. I think I'm going to try them. I think them will be better because we can put them in salads and stuff. Because we really don't eat a lot of tomatoes.
Well, I can't.
We did last year. Your dad ate a lot of tomatoes.
Yeah, my dad loves tomatoes.
Every day he would get a tomato and chop it and make him a tomato mayonnaise sandwich.
I can't eat that many homegrown tomatoes.
Yeah.
But I can them.
Yeah.
Her
dad doesn't eat meat. He's a vegetarian.
I don't know what you'd call him.
He doesn't eat meat.
He eats about everything else. But
yeah. I don't eat meat. Give me the Doritos. I don't eat meat. I eat Cheetos.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, he eats pretty much anything else.
Yeah. But, if it's processed, he'll eat it as long as it's not meat.
As long as it's not meat.
That's okay.
It's okay.
More for me.
So
which we really don't eat a lot of meat anyway, either.
No. That's really it. We did go and we had a blast, like I said yesterday. Got some new plants, which I'm excited about. Oh, and that holy basil is seeding, so I've taken some seeds and I've planted those to get more holy basil plants out of it. So hopefully that'll work.
Yeah, the smell of that
Holy
hosey basil, that holy
basil.
holy basil. The holy basil smells really good.
It does.
It has like a fragrance to it. It's like, wow, what the hell? That smells pretty good.
It does.
And she has an orange tree too.
Yeah.
A little orange tree in her house, and she said that she's gotten some oranges off of it. I don't think it's that old either.
No, I mean it's a little bit older than ours, but maybe a year older than ours.
I think she's had it for a year. And she said last year she got 1 or 2 little oranges off of it.
Yeah.
I guess it was the first year. And it looks like we may be getting 1 orange off ours.
Yeah.
It looks like one of them is fruiting. So we'll see. Maybe a, orange this big, but hey.
That's okay.
That's okay.
It's a start.
It's a start.
Um,
the plant's doing, the tree's doing really well. The orange tree.
Yeah. So it's just, I guess that's really it. Hoping we can, do some more gardening here soon, very, very soon.
Well, we have been doing gardening. We're just seedlings. They're just seedlings right now.
Yeah.
But gotta actually put them in the.
We need to get
beds.
the compost built.
Yeah, we gotta do some compost. Probably need to get some more compost and put in that bed. Mix it up some more.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Next time we go to big city.
Yeah, next time we go to the big city. But yeah, that is about it. I hope next time that we go out to Laura and them's, we can take pictures and maybe they'll let me take some pictures.
Yeah. Like I said, her artwork is just awesome.
It's just phenomenal.
I mean, she could have an art studio and.
She could.
She's a very good artist.
But it's one thing because they worked on theirs for 11 years. It took them to build it. I don't know how long they've lived in it since.
They've lived in it a while.
I know that video that you're linking to is like 12 years old, I think.
Yeah.
So they've been in it a while, and it's still a work in progress. So that makes me feel better about ours. It's, it's still a work in progress. I think these homes are always a work in progress. And I think that's just simply because that's the type of people that live in them.
Well, any house is that way. All houses are work in progresses. You're always wanting to put something or change something or have to paint or do some kind of maintenance or, call a plumber or,
Yeah.
Anyway.
So.
Okay, well, I guess that's
that is
it for today.
It.
I guess we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same channel.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess that's all for us. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.